welcome to this edition of Independent Inspector. I'm your host, Lisa Jill. Well, during the summer holidays, we're bringing you a series of restaurants with very good quality food, but with very reasonable price. And in today's edition, we will bring you to two restaurants that specializes in making Italian pizza. And as usual with us is our food critic, Lawrence Powell.
Hello.
Hi, Lawrence.
Nice to see you again.
Italian, right?
Yes. So let's go and hit some restaurants.
Okay. Nestled within a local alleyway near Changle Road, Bella Napoli, an authentic Italian restaurant, means beautiful Napoli. Does it look familiar to you at the first glance? Yes, it's the bar that once appeared in the movie Eternal Moment, starring Li Yapeng and Xu Jinglei.
杨铮，杨铮，你怎么了？今天早上我找你去了。
听说了。
人家就是想见见你嘛。
我得去打工，如果不工作的话，我连上大学的钱都没有，你知道吗？
哎，你去哪儿啊？要不然我跟你一起去。
As soon as you enter the restaurant, a huge picture of Napoli catches your eye. And the manager Guido's family photos give you the impression that you've just come over to his house in Napoli.
Pizza originated from this city, Napoli. Okay? So that's why I'm bringing you here so you can see how a pizza is made, and then we can try some typical dishes from Napoli as well.
Napoli is said to be the birthplace of pizza, and there are more than 1,200 pizza parlors within the city. People here eat at least one pizza every week. Being at an authentic Napoleon restaurant, how can we miss its most famous dish? So with Lauren's suggestion, we ordered one Puccinella, one Parkley, and Sabayones, all together costing 295 RMB. Fresh cherry tomatoes, capers, olive oil, and basil. The chef wants customers to taste the original flavor of Italian cuisine. And on the other side, Guido is making the pizza. The half pizza and half calzone is Guido's invention, inspired by the hope that customers could taste two kinds of pizzas at one time. The bricks of the oven are even taken all the way from Italy. Will the pizza taste different after being baked in this wooden oven? Let's just wait and see.
Ah, very nice. Look at that. Okay, Puccinella.
This is Parkley with Sienna.
Okay. Pacchetti is the name of the pasta, which is the thick, tubeless pasta.
Right, the tube one.
Yes,
right?
okay, it's the really big one. This is called Pulcinella.
Puccinella.
Okay, why is it? First, this is half pizza and half calzone. This is called a calzone.
Calzone.
It's another type of Italian food. Basically, it's the pizza that is folded in half.
Like wrapped in the pastry.
Yes. The reason why this is called Pulcinella is probably because this is folded in half like a mask. This is Pulcinella. This is Napoli puppetry. So it's mu'ao.
Constantly jolly, despite being poor and hungry, Puccinella is a classic character in Napoleon puppetry. He sings songs and plays his mandolin, only needing a slice of pizza and a jug of wine to remain happy. For these reasons, Puccinella is a favorite character among the people of Napoli, as well as the mascot for this restaurant.
Italian food should not be complicated because, you know, you're just really tasting the ingredients.
This one is quite huge, so it's pretty hard to absorb all the sauce into it. And there's some kind of like small pastas, they got penne. It's very easy to fill in the sauce into the pasta. But for this kind of tube ones, it's quite huge. It's pretty easy. You lose all the sauces.
You're right.
You just stick a little bit on the
You stick a little bit on like this. You stick a little bit on the pasta.
Oh, okay, I get it. So you need to stick the sauce back.
Oh, yes. You always eat it with the sauce, otherwise you're just eating pasta.
That's right.
Finally, class is over. Time to satisfy my stomach.
I'm just showing you two types of things. This is actually two separate dishes made into one.
In fact, we are eating it separately.
Yes, we're gonna have ham and mozzarella. There you go. You can use your hand with it, and you can use some spicy oil if you want to.
Sure, I will.
Let's try this calzone with ham inside. With pizza, the most important thing is the crust. For Napoli pizza, ideally you want to have the flour imported from Italy because the protein content is much higher, so it can rise up in very short time. It's a very hot oven, right? So you just put in the oven for 2 minutes and it's done.
I just noticed that this pizza is made just like within 1 minute or something.
Yeah.
The pasta and pizza pleased my appetite very much. And finally, it's time for my surprise.
Ah, look at that.
Wow.
That's the surprise.
Like a little oven.
This is a copper pot.
2 egg yolks, sugar, sweet wine, and white wine. These are all that we need to make this traditional European dessert called zabaione. But Guido tells us that the most important thing is to keep stirring until it's thick and foamy. If you miss the timing, the mixture becomes solidified immediately and you'll have to make another one from scratch.
So you see, this is very fluffy. It's supposed to be very fluffy. Sabaione.
Ooh.
Very fluffy, right? And you eat it with the ice cream in the bottom. So you have the ice cream in the bottom that is cold, and then you have this warm kind of sabaione mousse on top.
You know, I'm such kind of emotional people when it comes to special and unique good food.
Yeah, it's
I
good,
got tears in my eyes.
It is such a perfect match to have zabaione with a hard almond biscuit. When you dip the biscuit into zabaione, it will turn soft, adding an extra almond flavor to the dessert. After such a good meal, it's time for our bill.
$2.95. Well, apparently it's a little bit over budget, but one of the reasons is because we ordered 2 desserts.
Because you like it so much.
I love it. You know, it's 65 kwai, so if you are sharing this one, because this is not ice cream and they've got the cookies, so I think sharing one will be very lovely.
Yeah.
I love this place. Thank you. Very nice.
Okay.
Bella Napoli really impressed us with their freshly baked pizza and their little puppet Puccinella. But how does restaurant treat ordinary customers on ordinary days? There is no better way than sending a secret diner. Let's see what we've spied. Now Guido is on his way to our studio. What is waiting for him ahead? Let's wait and see. Welcome to Independent Inspector. First of all, we need to thank you for this great treatment at Bella Napoli. But this is the tradition of Independent Inspector that we send secret diners to test the restaurant. And usually they brought back some video clips. So first of all, let us watch the video clip first.
We noticed a sign that's asking customers to keep quiet after 10 p.m., which makes sense because all around the terrace it's residential. So we're wondering, have you ever received any complaints, and what do you do if people are kind of like chatting, drinking, laughing, and being a little louder than you'd hope?
All right, I think this is a quite fair question. It's pretty hard to keep down the voice. How do you manage this kind of situation?
We don't take a reservation outside after 8:30. Customers from 8:30, they will not stay until
You move them inside.
But if some customers, they are still there, even they come before 8:30, we have to ask the customer, please, if you don't mind to accommodate inside.
Have you ever received any complaints from the customers?
Yes.
A lot, I guess.
I mean, because they don't understand, they don't know the reason. But of course, if you explain the reason that we are in the middle of habit residence here, so I don't want to have a complaint from the neighbor. So far, it's I can manage that, and we don't have a big issue. Yes.
That's very nice. All right, then. We've got one more video clip to go.
They're full all the time.
This is the authentic Italian food.
They need to open more.
There's always room for improvement, I think. I would say 4.
4.5.
Well, 2 4 out of 5, 1 4.5 out of 5. So I think that's really good compliment. But online, we saw there's another comment. His situation was he arrived at 7 and started dinner. And around 9 o'clock, your waiters and waitress ask him to leave because there's 2 more groups waiting.
Normally, actually, we try, I mean, this is of course should not have happened, to ask the guests to go.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe some misunderstanding, maybe, I don't know, maybe we have advised the customer to leave by 9 o'clock because we have another groups coming later.
But still, that's not very, you don't have the hospitality for that.
No, I mean, we never do that. Of course, I cannot force the customer to go. Normally, we do, especially in the weekend, we have a lot of reservation. So if they come 6:30, then we ask the customer, please, yes, we have a table now, but by 8 o'clock, we usually leave the table because we have some other reservation that we do.
All right, so from our side, we love the food that you offered, but as one of the customers said, there is always room for improvement. We want you to keep that in mind and always keep going on improving the service and the food. Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you, Elisabetta.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
Bye-bye.
Time to give the restaurants their scores, and here's a breakdown of our scoring system. Food will count for 40%, service 20%, environment 20%, and price 20%. The points from these categories will add up to a final score, which represents the overall dining experience, and the maximum score is 5 points. For Bella Napoli, food 4 points, service 3.5 points, environment 4 points, price 4 points. The final score for Bella Napoli is